The Caps have their injury concerns at this stage of the season, so who will stand up today in the absence of Jade Melbourne and Sarah Blitzarves to keep their season alive? Great to have your company wherever you're watching this afternoon. The players have checked in thanks to minor hotels in the nation's capital as we get set for a big clash as the Caps look to try and get back into fourth position that they have coughed up to the Southside Melbourne Flyers. But Perth have other ideas. They are in fine form indeed as we get set for a big battle today. Jess Webster with you alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson. Larissa, Happy New Year to you. Great to see you. And I guess the question is, are we going to see the same old Perth in 2026?
Happy New Year, Jess. Great to be here. I think so. They are on a current 7-game winning streak. 5 double-figure scorers. They're leading the league in rebounding and they're so beautifully balanced. They're pretty impressive.
They're in superb form indeed. Next to you in the experts chair, former WNBL champion and Olympian Rachel Jarry is with us. Great to see you, Rach. And as we've mentioned, it's going to be a really tough test for the Caps today. They've got their injury concerns, but what are you hoping to see from them?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, but you know, in this situation, they've got nothing to lose. So it's really a great opportunity for different players to step up, play big minutes, and also an opportunity for Coach Paul Goris to throw in a few different tactics, see if he can find something that works against this solid Perth Lynx lineup.
We look forward to seeing what they can produce today. Rounding out our commentary team courtside for us today, WNBL royalty and 2006 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Carly Wilson, and she went into the Capitals camp and caught up with one of their rising stars, Nadia Poch, a few moments ago.
Well, Nads, it's been a week since your last game, New Year's in between. What's training look like this week for the Caps?
It's been all right. I mean, we're just coming in and having a good reset from the break we've had, and we've been training really hard as well, getting up and down. Obviously, we've got a couple of injuries, so it's a lot harder. We don't have a lot of people at training, but we've been going at it, which is really good.
Yeah, great. Yeah. You've also had a bit of scoring trouble of late. You're having a bit of trouble getting that scoreboard ticking over. What have you been working on to try to turn that around?
I think just ball movement. I know Z's a big presence for us, and she does a lot for us, so I think, you know, once she gets the ball in the post, moving forward, doing other things, and getting ball through other people's hands as well, bringing it up from different sides. But yeah, getting different actions and stuff, and yeah, just getting ball through different hands.
Yeah, sure. So, looking to today's game, Perth Lynx, what's the focus to get the job done?
Playing good defense, getting right shots so they don't kill us the other end. So yeah, like we did all week, what we've been working on, getting in the post, moving it, getting different options, playing great defense and just limiting them to like what we can, just playing great defense as well. Like we did that last time we played them, and then stopping them and scoring as well. So just trying to get as many scores as we can. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Nads, and best of luck in today's game.
Thank you.
She's one of the rising stars of the WNBL, just 21 years of age, averaging the 9 points per game and 4 rebounds. Larissa, is she one player that you'd like to see stand up today?
Absolutely, she needs to step up today. I mean, they lose quite a few assists and rebounds a game, not to mention the scoring with Jade Melbourne and Sarah Blitzarves out. So I think Naz could get 10+ rebounds would be really good for them, and would love to see her out in the open court and just attacking more. She's been second-guessing herself a little bit at times. I'd love to see her just put those shots up and go for it.
Well, Perth have so many weapons across their roster. One of them having an absolutely fabulous season is Alex Chibatoni. She also caught up with Carly a little earlier.
Well, Chiba, you've been in the league for 11 years and you've had a lot of success, but is this your most enjoyable season yet, do you think?
I firstly can't believe it's been 11 years. That makes me feel old, but yeah, no, it's definitely up there. You know, I've been fortunate enough to play in some pretty fun teams and like been in some pretty good programs. So just this group of girls makes it so enjoyable, and like going to training, going out, whatever we do, like it's been really positive and a lot of fun to be around. So yeah, no, I'm loving it.
Yeah, nice. Well, I did check out your Instagram profile and it says that you are a part-time athlete, full-time mum to Elijah, who's nearly 3. So being a mum, how has that changed your approach to being an elite athlete?
Honestly, I actually think surprisingly it's made me a better athlete. Like my time management has really changed. When I'm there, I'm way more locked in because I know I have to get home. I have 1,000 other things going on that, as bad as this sounds, like my child, well, it is my priority. Like, you know, basketball is great, but it's taken a bit of a back step. And I think that just taking that pressure off me has just made a world of difference and allowed me to really like just thrive. I know I go home, I switch off, I'm not stressing about the game anymore. I go to sleep when I can. Like it's been huge.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for your time, Chiba, and best of luck today.
Thank you.
She's, as we mentioned, having a fabulous season, averaging 15 points per game, Rach. And those are great insights about her being a mum as well. I think she's just one of the stories of the season, but that was a really great interview.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great to hear. And you can certainly see she's playing with that freedom, aging like a fine wine, we'd say. And yeah, she's just been such a pleasure to watch, a barometer of this team at both ends of the floor.
And always has such a massive smile on her face, as does Carly Wilson. The atmosphere is building at the AIS Arena. The fans are coming through the gates. Carly, set the scene for us.
Yeah, thanks, Webby. Look, we know the Caps are undermanned right now, but that has not stopped the Caps fans from turning out in big numbers today. Over 3,500 people, the biggest crowd they've had so far this season. Now, the Caps are the lowest scoring team in the league, so we know they're going to need some extra firepower. The question's going to be, who's going to step up for them offensively? Plenty to play for out there today as the Perth Lynx continue their quest for top spot of the ladder, and the Capitals try their hardest to fight to keep their finals hopes alive.
Thanks so much, Carly. Looking forward to your contributions this afternoon. We're just about set to go. Han Zhu and Zatina Akuzo to contest this opening tip-off. So many good matchups to look out for this afternoon. Immediately, Han Zhu straight off to Meili, who tries to give it back to Shoot. And they get an early turnover here, the Caps. I wonder how many fans in attendance today here to see Han Zhu in action.
You would say a fair few. I mean, she's...
Munga for an early blow, just couldn't get it to drop. And an early rebound to Annalie Meili, who had 21 last time these two sides met in round 10.
And 54 as a team, I mean, they absolutely went to town on the boards against the Caps last time. So Caps need to do a good job on the boards today.
So Atwell misfires, but there's a foul called. And that 54 rebounds that you mentioned, Larissa, the last time they met was a season high for any team in the competition. So it will be a battle to look out for.
Not a bad foul there by Munga. She's trying to do the right thing, but Annalie is just too great at getting in those boards.
Wilson fires a pass in the Han Zhu direction. Gives it back to Meili.
This is the matchup I'm really looking forward to, Han Zhu versus Akuso. I think that should be a really good battle with the bigs.
Raced away by Brian Catazano. Gives it back to Akuzo. I want a big performance from her this afternoon. Munga gives it back to Zatina for the early points of the contest.
Good confidence boost there by Akuso. Interestingly, she didn't even go for the jump ball at the start of the game, just gave it to Han Zhu.
And that is an interesting tactic, but you can imagine Perth are able to go into every game planning that they're going to have the first play of the game with Han Zhu in there.
Wilson also misfires, so a couple of early shots missing to Perth. Caps looking to capitalise. Potch works away inside, gets the foul.
That's what we want to see. We need to see Nards attack early, Rach, and that was a really good confidence booster here, and goes to the foul line to get her eye in.
Potch finds herself at the line. She's a 55% free throw shooter. And also we're halfway through WNBL26, so don't miss your chance to catch a game live this summer. It's a perfect family day out, packed with energy, atmosphere and unforgettable moments. Nothing like being in the crowd and being part of the action. So scan the QR code on your screen now or visit WNBL.com.au to find a game near you and get your tickets. Potch, 2 from 2 at the line. This is a bright start for the Caps.
It's a great start for the Caps, and they need to just leave everything out there today. They've got absolutely nothing to lose, whereas Perth, really the pressure's on them today to perform.
We're on a 7-game winning streak, the Perth Lynx, by an average of 22 points.
Great.
Chivatoni from nearly halfway.
Doing a great job blocking out so far, Rach, the Caps.
Absolutely, and they were in a press back to a sort of a zone that ended up in a matchup, so it can be hard to block out in those circumstances, but they obviously know how great a rebounding team Perth is.
Here's Clark. Off to Akuzo. Misses Atwell with the rebound. Is this the settler for the Lynx? Yes, Wilson provides.
That's their game. Transition basketball at its finest.
Clark gets around Chivatoni, hands it off to Potch. Now gives it to Brian Catazano. They work it to Akuzo. She can't add to her tally, but good rebounding by Munga to keep it alive. Make them reset and go again. Clark this time to Poch. Off to Akuzo on the left.
Really nice offense there. And it's about to say it's great offensive rebound by Munga. Great to see her out there. We now know she's also carrying a foot injury, so it'll be interesting to see how Paul Goris manages her minutes today. I don't know if they've run over a black cat or what's happened with the poor old Cats this season, but good to see Munga at least out there at the moment.
And I did like that persistence to try and get an inside shot there. We've seen Zatina take a few mid-range shots. That's going to be there for her all game with Hanju packing the paint. So if they can work out a way to try and drag Hanju a little bit out so they can get some easier shots, that's going to go a long way for them.
Caps by 3. There goes Amy Atwell. Mid-range 2, it's no good. Again, another rebounding effort from Annalene Maley, and draws the contact as well.
She's a tough one to block out, isn't she? They have been doing a really good job, but she just positions herself so beautifully for that rebound.
Averaging 14 points and 14 rebounds a game.
And she's not going to take any possession off. Every single shot that goes up, she'll be in there trying to get the rebound, so you can't have any lapses against her. 16
points, 21 rebounds against the Caps a couple of weeks ago. Misses the first, so is this a chance for some early burgers?
It's a big crowd of burgers, 3,500.
They look hungry.
Maybe next time.
No, not on my watch.
Interesting, isn't it, that Maley averages 14 rebounds and someone at 6'11" like Hanju only averages 6.42.
What does that tell you, Larissa?
Maley's hogging the rebounds.
Poch for 3, he's got it! And I've been catching a glimpse of Jade Melbourne in the corner of your screen, providing the energy off the bench as Chipotoni responds for 2. She's out with a hand injury, but she's providing the energy on the bench. Fran Catazano under pressure from Wilson into the corner for Clark. He goes bang!
Great start for the Caps here. So good to see the bench up and about. This amazing crowd. Credit to them. They show up every game.
This is exactly what you wanted to see too, Rach. The energy, the effort.
Absolutely, and you know, you can see it in their ball movement. They're getting good shots. That's why they're going down.
Oh.
Let's take a look on the Amy replay. Jada Clark. An early three-pointer. Right in front of her bench too.
You just can't help off that strong side. I mean, that is the biggest no-no defensively. It's just so
I can
great.
hear every coach in my ear yelling, "Don't help strong side corner."
So Caps by 6 halfway through this first quarter. They've come to play. Now one rolls out from Poch in the corner, but they get the rebound through Sissoko, who's onto the floor. Hands it off to Clark. Now to Poch. Try to give it off to Akuzo, but it's been broken up, and Atwell takes it away. To Chibotoni from long range.
She's just beautifully poised. No one's rushing her. She makes great decisions. I mean, she gave herself so much time and space then. Lovely shot.
Coming off 25 points in their win against Adelaide last week. Chibotoni. He goes to Sissoko, working the baseline, keeps it alive to Clark, steps around Chibotoni, back to the corner for Sissoko, works her way inside, off the glass, just didn't quite get the finish.
That was such nice ball movement, play movement, wasn't it? That deserved a basket.
Maley to Chibotoni, same position, not the same result.
I love Sissoko and Nard's Poch out there together. They're just so long, athletic. They can do a lot of damage.
An energetic start from the Caps. Sissoko can't add to the tally. The rebound falls to Maley.
She's definitely, oh, there we go.
And the steal away from Poch. The spin move against Chibotoni off the glass. But that rebounding effort is fantastic from Sissoko. Can she make it count? Not quite. They fight for the rebound. It falls to Maley. He's already up to 5.
Sissoko just second-guessing herself there. I mean, she's so long. She had length over Maley. You'd love to see her not even second. Just no doubt there. Just go up strong.
Caps by 3. Maley comes up short on the triple attempt. They work it to Akuzo. This one-on-one battle against can't shoot. Stands her ground.
Love to see her attack there, though.
Yeah, try and get herself to the basket, see if she can make Hanshu foul.
Green Catazzano off the left for 2.
Lovely finish. I really like the side pick and roll for the Caps. They tend to get a lot out of it. It's harder to guard. Like to see them go at that more.
Well, down this end, I don't think Hanshu's had a touch yet.
Oh, the steal from Clark, and she makes them pay. This is a bright start indeed from the Caps, and we're heading to a timeout in the first quarter because the Canberra Capitals have laid down the challenge to the Perth Lynx. They lead by 7. Pre-game, Carly Wilson caught up with the coach of the Canberra Caps, Paul Goris. They have their injury concerns, and this is his strategy on how they were going to take down the Perth Lynx today.
I think it's that old adage. It's like everyone needs to step up. It's like I don't think it's like it falls on anyone's shoulders. Obviously, at the point guard spot with like Jade being out, we need like Jada and Izza to step up, and we've done some things during the week to kind of combat that lack of like point guard that we have. And so hopefully we'll do some things a little bit differently. But obviously we just need scoring, and so we need to be able to like shoot the ball better, both from the 3-point line because they do such a great job of packing in the paint. But also being able to make free throws. And so if we can keep moving the ball to get great shots, I have confidence in our group that we can make open shots, but we've just got to get the right shots at the same time. So I think it's got to be collectively as a team, we all have to step up.
So great insights there from Paul Goris. He would be absolutely pleased with the start here today.
Absolutely, you know, he's asked for everyone to step up. They all have. They've brought energy, and they're doing it at the defensive end. They've had a couple of great steals. They're playing a few different styles on defense. It's really rattled Perth so far. They haven't been able to find any flow.
They obviously felt really confident that with the defensive job they did against Perth last time too. So I had a good chat to Gori this morning, and that is absolutely, and as Nard said in the pre-game interview, that has absolutely been their focus, because without good defensive stops, you can't run, and that is the Caps game. They need transition baskets to tick that scoring over.
So play back underway. Caps by 7. It's a good shot from the corner from Gorman as we head courtside to Carly, who was around the Caps huddle at that last time out. Carly?
I certainly was. Coach Paul Goris very pleased with how his team is playing so far. He said we have to continue to run. We have to lock down the defensive rebound and push the ball. We want to get as many transition baskets as we can so we can control the tempo of this game.
Wilson misfires. The rebound falls to Clark, who takes it down the floor. She gets the contact. So the big question is going to be, can they keep this up for 4 quarters?
Well, just looking there, Jada Clark might need a bit of a spell shortly. She's looking very tired, playing out of position. She's doing a fantastic job. I mean, let's not underestimate the impact that comes with losing your point guard. Then they bring Tupeya in. They lose her within 4 minutes of her first game in. So Jada Clark, credit to her. Goris has had to completely restructure their offense so that it's not through the point guard. I mean, they're doing a great job so far.
Morel into the action. Well defended by Morris, but gets a second opportunity, and the referee spotted a foul.
Great job on the boards here by the Caps. I mean, you said it pre-game, Rach, energy, effort is exactly what they need, and they've brought that in spades so far.
Leading the rebounds 12-7, and as you mentioned earlier, Larissa, last time these two sides met, Perth had a season-high 54 rebounds. So certainly an area that they want to try and rectify today, and so far so good.
Jada Clark kind of forgot to jump in court there after passing. But Bongi's standing there going, I want to get it to you, but you're out of court. Jada Clark's working very hard. I think she's a bit tired.
Yeah. There's not many plays to come in for her, though, so she's going to have to keep going.
She hands it off to Bongi, a little fumble, and it's going to be a Perth ball.
So far, keeping Perth to 12 points is very close. So I'd be interested to see what their lowest scoring quarter is so far, with only just under 2 minutes to go.
They work it to the corner for Maley. Bounces off the rim. Sissoko takes it away. Goes in the Morel direction. Nice pass back to Sissoko, who recovers brilliantly to find the finish.
This is where they need to go inside, Rach, with Hanshu out. They definitely need to attack inside the paint.
And like you said, just so athletic, particularly Sissoko and Potch, who have both started off so great this game. Just get them slashing at the rim, so hard to guard.
Morris over the top to Wilson, a couple at a beat. She's working hard. Draws contact, off to the line for a couple. Always such a steady, calm influence under pressure, Ali Wilson. 13, averaging 13 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, nearly 2 steals a game. As Jada Clark finally gets a rest.
Well earned too. Great start by Jada Clark. Perth just a little rattled here. They're taking some very early rush shots, missing some pretty easy ones by their standards. It's only a matter of time though, Rach, before they get there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like we mentioned how much experience is missing for the Caps. Perth, on the other hand, are now a very experienced team with lots of veterans, so they're going to be able to work their way through it.
Great connection, just not quite getting the roll was Potch.
It's a shame, that was such a good backdoor cut.
Great cut.
Here goes Maylee weaving her way through traffic and draws the contact. She's also off to the charity stripe for a couple of free throws.
Again, they're getting a bit frustrated, Perth, understandably. That would be a nice little gimme normally, that layup, but it's going to the line for 2.
Former MVP of the competition in WNBL22. Made her debut back in 2015-2016 season for Adelaide. She's in the form of her life at the moment, Annalie Maylee. But they've been a little bit wobbly at the line so far in this opening quarter, Perth. Third opportunity for Burgers, third time it's denied.
They're just teasing the crowd right now, aren't they? I think we need to have a closer look at some of the signs around the league. The Cap fans really turn up, credit to them. There's some great signs out there in the crowd.
Caps by 6 into the final minute of this opening quarter. She's been played at high speed, high energy. We love to see it. Munga hands it off to Brian Catazano. More of a patient build up here from the Caps. Munga back to Brian Catazano. Shot clock's now ticking down. Brian Catazano makes a move, denied by Morris. Emphatically.
Yeah, there was a bit of a statement on that one, but still a great drive. Well timed.
Perfect. 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, lovely pass to Babongi and it drops in.
Beautiful pass there and great cut by Babongi.
Way to use every one of those 5 seconds from the end line.
Absolutely.
Ali Wilson with ball in hand. Seconds ticking down to quarter time. What have they got here, the Lynx? Wilson goes all the way herself, just didn't quite get the finish she was after. What an opening quarter it has been from the UC Caps, with their season on the line, with a number of stars out with injury, and they lead the Perth Lynx at quarter time, 22-14. Don't go anywhere, we've got the second quarter coming up after the break. brilliant start from the UC Caps at the AIS Arena. They lead the Perth Lynx by 8 points at quarter time as we get the second term underway. Jess Webster with you alongside Larissa Anderson, Rachel Jarry and Carly Wilson courtside for us tonight. A bright start to the home side as they look to continue on their fine form. Munga misfires for two. Han Shu with the rebound and hands it off to Maylee. Without a number of their stars here this afternoon, the Caps, they are playing like their season's on the line. Han Shu draws the foul. As we head courtside to Carly, who was listening into the Perth huddle at quarter time. Carly, what were the key messages?
Well, the huddle started off with Annalise Maylee pleading with her team to lock in defensively. She said, we have to start this quarter with 3 stops in a row to get back into this game. Coach Petrick, of course, look, he wasn't pumped. He wasn't pleased with how his team is playing, and he questioned, how can a team that doesn't allow back cuts allow 2 wide open back cuts from the Canberra Capitals? So he said, guys, we have to clean up our defense right now. But also, let's loosen up. It is a privilege to play out there today. Let's play with the confidence that we know we should have.
Thanks so much, Carly. So an interesting first quarter from the Perth Lynx. A couple of things to work on. It was their lowest quarter time tally since the third quarter against Bendigo back in round 6 when they scored 10 points. That was also the last time that the Perth Lynx lost.
That's what we want to see, Rach. Akuso actually attacking Han Shu and getting herself to the basket.
Absolutely. She's got the strength to be able to finish in there, and the Caps are up to now 14 points in the paint for this game.
Han Shu's no good for 2. Falls to Akuso. Hands it off to Sissoko.
I have to say, that's a serious tape job that Shu's got going on there.
Yeah.
Gives it to Bran Catazzano. Steps back for 3. It's no good. Maylee always hunting that rebound.
Yeah, that was an
7.
easy one. Yeah.
Chibatoni to Atwell.
Great take.
Finds her way through traffic, lays it in for 2.
I have to say, she's really improved that part of her game, Rach. We all know she is a prolific, dynamite three-point shooter. And so now she's got players up and in. She's starting to put the ball on the floor. It's going to create so much more for her.
Yeah, well, Ryan Petrick spoke about that in his press conference after their game against Adelaide. He said teams are getting up and pressuring them, and it's opening up other opportunities for them to get to the basket.
Both teams looking very similar in colour here, aren't they? There's a lot of black out there.
So we get a look on replay.
We'll see if there's more turnovers than normal, and we'll see if players try to say, I thought it was... Yeah.
Bran Catazzano to Sissoko, no good.
That was a love tap.
Amy Atwell scored her first points of the game a couple of moments ago. So Poch leading the way for the Caps with 7. Akuso on 6 points, Clark with 5. Chibatoni leading the way for the Lynx with 5. Wilson on 4 points. Caps looking to keep the pressure on their visiting team. Perth have won their last 7 by an average of 22 points. Chibatoni off the glass, no good. Rebound to Akuso.
Great board, really strong.
Bran Catazzano tries to find Sissoko. It's come off the leg of Atwell. So the Caps have dropped out of the top 4. Back-to-back losses in recent weeks. And the hunt remains for that last position, we think, in the top 4. Bendigo, Townsville and Perth. Oh, wonderful move and reverse by Clark.
Lovely move and finish.
Beautiful.
Just their ball movement, player movement, their aggression. It's fantastic so far.
There's a lot to play for the Caps, but also Perth. They're looking for top spot. Good little mini battle there between Akuso and Shu. They find a way to Maylee, who gets it done.
Right idea there, but they didn't need to triple team.
No, make a tough shot.
Caps by 6. It was 8 at quarter time. Bran Catazzano to Akuso. Battle resumes against Shu, who wins a little one-on-one. Hands it off to Maylee. Quick pair of heels, takes it down the floor in no time. Hands Hands it off to Graham, into the corner for Chipper. Feet set, wide open. No good. They win the rebound. The Caps. Brand Catazano sweeping past to Clark. Back to Munga, who goes for it. It rolls out. And it spills to Graham.
I was just about to say, I'm going to watch Hanshu pretty closely here. She seems to be floating outside a lot.
And it's forced a timeout here in the second quarter as Perth closed to within 4 points. The Caps 26 still lead Perth 22. So Caps by 8 at quarter time. Perth started to generate a little bit of momentum here in the second quarter, but you still feel like the Caps can be confident in the way they're going about things?
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job so far. I mean, it's only a matter of time we're all sitting here waiting. Like, you just saw that last basket from Hanshu going, she's 6'11", guys. Why aren't you doing that more? I mean, the Caps can't do, nobody can do anything about a 6'11" post up around the basket, whereas Perth is still settling quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see if they go inside a little bit more to get them on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, and she draws so much attention that once you get it in there, if she does, you know, if she can't score, then she's going to be able to find players that can.
Averaging 17 points per game, 6.5 rebounds is Hanshu. Perth have not lost since she joined the team midway through the season. Caps by 4 points as we exit a timeout here in the second quarter. So fascinating battle unfolding at the moment. The Caps with a host of injury concerns. Lost their last two. Still in the fight for fourth position. As we head courtside to Carly Wilson, who was around the Capitals huddle at that last timeout. Carly, what did you pick up?
Well, Coach Paul Goris said there is just too much standing on offense. They've slowed right down. He's called for some fast, dynamic cutting and sprinting to screens. They need to keep the ball moving and keep moving fast on offense. He said, let's get to the rim with back cuts if they start denying us.
Got to keep up the intensity, don't they, Rach, if they want to try and get the job done today?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to have to take a 40-minute effort, but as we see why Perth Lynx need to be going inside to Hanshu. Just impossible to stop it, and Satina is battling away in there, but she can't defend that.
Too big, too strong, too good.
I thought Akusa did a great job forcing her away from the basket a little bit on the first one. Then Hanshu just plucked it from the top, said, thank you very much, I'll try again.
Just the 9 points in their win against Adelaide in the game earlier this round for Hanshu.
Going back to Paul Goris's timeout, though, he's absolutely spot on. They'd only scored into that last basket 4 points in the first 3.5 minutes of this second quarter, so they really do need to keep attacking and backing themselves here and make Perth work defensively.
Perth have closed to within 3 points. Time for the Caps to respond. Hanshu says, not on my watch. Swats it away. Gorman to Hanshu. She's just that good.
But why? Just keep going. Just keep going to her. Until Canberra or any team can make an adjustment. You've got a 6'11" target in there. It's so hard to guard.
Caps lead is reduced to 1. Kuzo to Brand Catazano. Now to Clark as the shot clock ticks down. Brand Catazano has to go for it, and she gets it done!
They really needed that one, just a little steadier. They just had a few possessions where they weren't quite on the same page, so that'll feel good for Isa.
Well, you watch them in their breakdown now at the moment. They're not actually waiting or setting screens.
No,
they just look a little bit out of whack. They just need to stay poised here. Wait, set, use.
Hanshu for 3. She can do it all.
She's feeling it now.
As a defender, you'd be like, are you kidding me? I can't do anything inside now. You're going to take me out to the 3.
And that's what just makes her such an incredible player. She can give you everything as punch response.
Things you love to see, Rach. This is what we want to see from both teams. Great to see Poch take that shot and make it.
We have a battle here today at the AIS Arena. Hanshu step that 3. Didn't quite get the roll. Intensity is lifted as Ali Wilson steals it away. She's notorious for that. She loses it.
Nice job there by Akuso. Way to get back, keep the hands out. Forced an error there.
Saw her sister Manny knock down a couple of triples last night. Naz said, I would like a little bit of that, as we checked it all out in the Amy replay. And Tina Akuso heading to the bench.
And Jess, I have no doubt the two Poch girls would go at it a little bit over the message and the phone.
No doubt. Caps by 4. They led by 8 at quarter time. A healthy crowd in here today at the AAS Arena, enjoying a fantastic contest.
It's a great crowd. Credit to the UC Caps organisation. Do such a good job. I remember as
Every
a player
year.
and a coach, you always, like, it was hard coming into the arena and playing against Canberra. It was a real advantage.
And it doesn't matter, you know, where on the ladder they are. They just love their basketball, love their caps, and they'll always turn out in droves.
And support them. It's so good.
Here goes Poch, handing it off to Clark, to Morel, who's onto the floor. Now to Brian Catazano. Gives it off to Sissoko. Nice finish.
They need to get her into this game more. She could really do some damage. She's a tough matchup for any team with her length and athleticism. So hopefully that basket gives her a bit of confidence to keep attacking.
So they've picked up the scoring since the last time out. And they've restored a healthy 6-point advantage. 3 minutes left in this opening half. It's Steph Gorman handing it off to Chipotoni. Now to Gorman. Lets it fly. It's no good. Wilson working hard. It slips through the hands of Han Shu. She's not happy with herself. But she has really grown into this game. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and a block as well. Foul against Maley. He's already up to 6 rebounds, Annalie Maley.
It's not a lot.
It's been a very quiet 6, hasn't it?
Sissoko
You take that.
6 as well.
I mean, she's under a half-time average. Come on, Maley, lift.
She had 21 last time these two sides met. Poch can't get it done. Morel with the rebound. Also couldn't get it to go. Chipotoni at the top of the arc. Wants to take on Clark. They go to Shu. What does she do here? She works her way inside, takes on Morel off the right. Couple of attempts. Gets the bucket.
Oh, my goodness. Just showing a little bit of ball handling.
Yeah.
Everyone clear out. I'm coming. Doesn't matter if I miss it, I'll just get my offensive rebound and put it back.
Exactly right.
Love to know what that feels like.
Clark with aggression. Couldn't find the basket. Maley calling the shots. Swings it across to Chipotoni. Now to Wilson, who fires for 3. It's no good. Maley with the O-board. Under pressure, gets it back out to Gorman, wants some support, gives it to Chipotoni, steps around Clark, works away inside. Now they switch it around to Gorman in the corner with the finishing touches.
Beautiful ball movement, and credit to Gorman. She gives them such fantastic high productivity off the bench. She's a beautiful shooter.
They've once again closed to within a point. They haven't led it all so far, Perth. Well with a miss. Another rebound to Han Shu. She's also up to 7, as well as 14 points. As Wilson makes a move off the right, and the contact.
Great two-man game between Shu and Wilson there, and lovely finish.
Huge couple of minutes here for Perth. They've really steadied it, and they've got this lead. Canberra need to, you know, come out, try and win this last minute, go in with some momentum to halftime.
So they've got the lead for the first time in this contest with a minute to play in the second as Brian Catazano takes a rest. Ali Wilson averaging the 13 points, 4 rebounds, 61% free throw shooter. Don't forget, there's no better way to show your club loyalty this WNBL season than repping your favourite player's jersey. Whether you're in the stands or watching from home, you can wear it with pride. Check out this season's full range of club merch now at WNBLstore.com.au. So the Cavs led by 8 points at quarter time. Perth have turned the tables here in the second. Akuzo for 2. That's a tough finish against Morris.
Great look there. As soon as shoe goes out, they've gone inside, which is really smart.
Scores are level, 38 apiece. Who will have the final say of the first half? Morris up against Akuzo. It rattles out. Akuzo with a rebound. Shares it with Poch, gives it to Clark. It's nearly well read by Wilson.
Yes.
Applying the pressure on Clark. Skips around her now to Morel. Can't get it done. Poch had a handle on it, lost it, stole it off from Wilson. Puts it up. Doesn't bounce in. Caps ball. And we're going to head to a timeout here in the last few seconds of this second quarter with scores level at the AIS Arena. What a great battle we've seen so far, Larissa and Rach.
We certainly have. You know, I think credit to the Caps. They've come out, they've executed their game plan so well, and I think they've shown a few deficiencies in Perth's defense, who are, I think, you know, we know how great offensively they are, but they're still trying to find their identity defensively. And Caps, when they move the ball and get that inside-outside penetration, whether it be by dribble or pass, Perth are really finding it hard to defend.
See Jade Melbourne there, out with a hand injury. Will we see her again this season? 4 to 6 week injury. I read her in an interview during the week saying all I heard was 4.
Yeah, if it's up to Jade, I'm sure she'll be back out there by the end of the season.
Yeah, Goris this morning said she should be back. I think that Townsville clash in about 4 weeks. That's their aim, but obviously they're just going to have to see how it repairs.
I'm sure Jade was probably trying to find a way to somehow protect it and keep playing through it.
The good news is that Sarah Blitzarv should be back next game. She was pretty close today, so hopefully for the Cap fans and for the league, we want to see Sarah out there.
The next game for the Caps is important against Sydney too, so they couldn't find a bucket in the last couple of seconds, but what a contest we are seeing this afternoon. 38 apiece at halftime. It was the Caps by 8 points at quarter time. Perth have squared things up here at the main break, but the injury-riddled Canberra Capitals are playing with a lot of energy here this afternoon in front of a vocal home crowd as they try and put an end to a Perth Lynx 7-game winning streak as we head courtside to Carly Wilson, who was with Jada Clark.
Well, Jade, a dream start for the Caps. You came out with such intensity and such confidence.
Yeah, no, it was nice starting and, you know, getting my rhythm back. And obviously, like, we have a great team, even without Jade and Sarah, and, you know, they're a big piece. But I feel like we're playing really well right now, and our energy's great. So I'm excited for the second half.
Yeah, so are we. So Coach Paul Goris talked about controlling the momentum a bit and trying to get some more fast breaks, but you went away from that a bit. Do you think that's something he'll want to focus on in the second half?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting through our actions is really good for us against the Lynx. Yeah, that was like one of our main focuses, is just getting through our offense. We've struggled a little bit the past couple of games getting through it, so we're using this game as a really good opportunity to just get our flow back and really get through our actions.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks, Carly. Thank you.
Thanks to Carly and Jada. Scores are level here at halftime at the AIS Arena, 38 apiece. Stay with us. We've got the halftime analysis with Larissa Anderson and Rachel Jarry coming up after the break.
What is your sport of choice? some footy, I believe. Jasmine, let's do this first shot. The first shot gets you a prize. You go nice and close. Oh, Jasmine, I was trying to coach her on the sideline. I'm trying to coach her. Jasmine, for a prize, is what I want you to do. I want you to stand right here. Aim for that top right-hand corner and just pop in. Look, yeah. You're still with it. I've got a prize for you. I'll tell you what, I'll let you pick. What do you want, the basketball or the hat? Go on the basketball. Hold on to that one for us, Hamish. Come back over here, Jasmine. I'm going to give you another chance. Now, this chance is for 4 VIP passes to our next home game. So you get to hang out with these guys up here, get some food, get some drinks, and just chill. But you got to get the hardcore shot. Are you going to do a bit of a run-up? What do you reckon? Let's get a chuck it. All right, everyone make some noise for Jasmine. Let's wrap it up. Oh, Jasmine! It's harder than it looks, isn't it? It's harder than it looks. Jasmine, you've got yourself a basketball. You've got yourself a bit of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jasmine. Well done, buddy. We've got package challenge coming up next, Canberra.
Great news now stands all kids tickets from January become free. So this is the one we are getting 4 and so then people will not watch losing. What an awesome way to start 2026.
It's time for Cappy's challenge. We've got our 3 contestants here who are going to take on Cappy in this week's challenge. Cappy, this week we have to putt a ball from this end of the court and see how close we can get it to that witch's hat. Right there, it's going to be right in the middle of that A-E circle. Cappy, do you want to show us how it's done? Because I know you're a bit of a golfer. You get out there on the weekends. I'm going to pop this here. And just remember, you don't have to hit it very hard, Cappy. Just nice and soft, because there's not much friction here, you know? Just, no, you don't, that's the wrong stance. Okay, nice and easy, Cappy. Show everyone how it's done.
Half-time at the AIS Arena in the nation's capital, and we're all square. The Caps and the Perth Lynx 38 apiece at the main break. What a contest we've seen on Sunday afternoon hoops. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching this afternoon as the Caps fight for a top 4 finish and Perth want to make it 8 in a row. Jess Webster with you alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson and WNBL champion and Olympian Rachel Jarry. Rach and Larissa, the halftime stats. If you're Paul Goris and the Canberra Capitals, what's the most pleasing statistic?
Well, for me, it's rebounds. We know how great of a rebounding team the Perth Lynx are, and for Caps to be on top in that stat so far and winning the offensive rebounds as well, it's a huge, that goes a long way to be able to get them to this point in the game.
As we take a look at some of the halftime highlights, Larissa, it was the Caps who led by 8 points at quarter time. They started with so much energy and hustle and really laid the challenge down to the Lynx.
Absolutely, and it's all coming from their defence. So I think to keep Perth to 38 points at the half, even though that's still a reasonable score, for Perth that's slowing them down. But more importantly, they're able to maintain it, so to be able to put 38 points on the board. The second quarter was a little slower for them offensively, but they're still slowing Perth down as much as they can at the moment. So we'd love to see defensively be their focus in the second half. Perth are going to be very frustrated with that, and I love the adjustment they made by going inside to Hun's shoe. And why wouldn't you, Rach? I mean, my goodness, she's 6'11". I'm surprised they didn't do it a bit earlier. So hopefully on Perth's side, you'd like to see it go inside more in the third quarter.
And you know Perth are always going to come at you, so you kind of think that the messages for the Caps would be, like, we know there are going to be ebbs and flows in this game, and it's so hard to do it for 4 quarters, but you just keep your head in the game and you reset at halftime and go again in the third.
Absolutely, and it comes down to defence. I think if you come out with that defensive mindset of we're going to stop this, we're going to stop that, we're going to play this way, play with pressure, and then get our offensive fast break going. That's how they're going to stay in this game and hopefully try and win it.
This is the Blackmores head-to-head. This is the one-on-one contest we're looking forward to seeing this afternoon between Zatina Okuso and Han Shu. Larissa, have you seen it?
Oh, it's a great battle. I mean, I think Okuso overall is doing a pretty good job. Shu is so hard to guard, and as we mentioned through the second quarter, she's killing it inside, and then she just goes, "Okay, fine, I've had enough. I'm going to step out to the three." There's nothing that she cannot do, and I think overall Okuso's doing a great job. I'd love to see that double team come just that little bit earlier once they tried the triple team, which is a bit of a breakdown, but. That's a great battle between the two bigs. We all love to see it. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing what happens in the second half with that. Well, Jada Clark, she's been giving us a little bit of everything for the Caps. She's on 9 points and 3 rebounds at half time. Rach, have you seen her game so far?
Yeah, it's been great. I love watching her play. She's got so much energy. She just bounces around the court, and you know, she does do it at both ends of the floor, and we see her, you know, taking on a little bit of a playmaking role with the absence of Jade Melbourne, and she's doing it so great. She's making great decisions and really generating offense for the Caps. So it's great to see her start like that, and hopefully we see more of it in the second half, and what a great shot chart there.
80% from the field as well. So on the 9 points at half-time, Nadia Poch is up to the 10 points for the Caps as well. So getting it done by committee at the moment. So what a contest we've got at half-time. Scores are level, but still plenty more basketball action to come tonight. The Adelaide Lightning are hosting the Townsville Fire tonight, who also have their injury concerns. No Lauren Cox, unfortunately, out with a knee injury. Courtney Wood still missing with a hamstring injury. So is this the chance for Adelaide Lightning to strike and potentially get an upset win as well? We look forward to that battle later on this evening. But we have a massive second half to come. And the Caps, are they in contention for a top 4 spot? Well, they have to beat the Perth Lynx today if they want to stay in the hunt. Scores are level at half-time. We'll see you for the third quarter coming up next. Welcome back to the AIS Arena in the nation's capital. We have a ball game. The Caps 38 and Perth 38 locked at half-time. A big second half to come. The Caps have a number of players injured at the moment. One of them is their star, Jade Melbourne, and she is courtside with our very own Carly Wilson. Over to you, Carly.
Well, Jade Melbourne, you had surgery only a few days ago on the 29th of December. Can you tell us about the injury and the procedure you had done?
Yeah, so it ended up being a spiral fracture in my hand. Yeah, broken in kind of two places. So a 4-centimeter plate's been put in my hand now. Yeah, surgery went fantastic. Trying to make a fist at the moment. Slowly getting there, but no, rehab's going well so far, and just looking forward to getting back on court.
For sure. But it wasn't meant to be a plate. It was only supposed to be a couple of screws, and then things changed on the day. Is that right?
Yeah, so pretty much they suggested that the best thing for me would to be put a plate in it. That was going to be the best timeline to get back on court, so I said go for it. That's all I heard, and yeah, it is what it is. The wound's healing really nicely, and that's all I can, yeah, so Wolverine hand apparently, and yeah, we'll just keep working on it.
Well, speaking of all you heard, apparently the surgeon did say 4 to 6 weeks, but you blocked all that out and just said, no, 4 weeks.
I heard 4, so that was 28 days. I have a calendar on my fridge that I'm blocking off, so I'm 6 days post-op now. Hopefully get the right hand moving soon. Left hand's been getting after it, so yeah, look out, you might have to change the scout up a little bit because it's feeling pretty good. But yeah.
Well, I saw you out there before the game, getting your sweat on and still working on your ball handling. I'm like, surely you could have a rest, but no, apparently not. Now, the Caps really started to hit their form right before Sarah hurt her knee again. You've obviously broken your hand. Can the Caps still make the finals?
Absolutely, we've still got so much talent in that room. Yeah, I think we can do it, to be completely honest with you. We had a fantastic week at practice. Obviously, the Sydney game is not who we want to be, but Goz isn't going to let anything slip. So, high character, a lot of energy this week. We had a great lead up into this game. Our first half was phenomenal. Perth are a good team, so it's only even right now, but that's all you can ask for. Yes, we can still make it. We still look at 4th spot as a potential, and we're doing everything we can to do it.
Thanks so much for your time, Jade, and best of luck with the rehab. We'll see you back in 4 weeks.
4 weeks, hopefully. Let's go.
Thanks, Jade.
Wonderfully done, Carly and Jade. Well, Larissa and Rach, the number one rule in TV is that the cameras are always watching. Check this out just before this interview. Carly and Jade doing the Macarena, bringing the vibes to the AIS Arena. Great stuff between those two. I wonder which one has more energy. What do you reckon, Carly?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, both. If there's ever a vibe,
that's a tie,
it's Carly and Jade.
That's it. Yeah, if there is ever a vibe. Third quarter underway, scores a level at halftime here. Jess Webster with you alongside Larissa Anderson and Rachel Jarry and Carly Wilson courtside as Wilson fires for 3.
Was that a shot or a pass? I thought they were kind of looking at that back door.
So the Caps by 8 at quarter time. Perth squared things up in the second. So what are we going to get here in the third? Akuzo resumes her battle with Hard. Shu can't get the roll, and Shu gets the rebound. She's on double-double watch, 14 points, 8 rebounds.
I'd like to see a double-double from Shu.
Yeah, you called it. She's over her average for rebounds already, so we love to see it.
Oh,
Under 7
Akuzo
rebounds isn't going to cover it at nearly 7 foot.
steals it away from Shu and makes it count.
Great job, Akuso. Great start to the third quarter by the Caps.
Akuzo's up to 10 points. Shu hands it off to Chippertoni. He works her way inside. Can't get it to go. And they've been doing well on the board so far tonight. The Caps, 28 to 21. Akuzo hands it off to Clark. Sweeping past to Brian Catazano. Shares it with Poch. Off to Akuzo. Takes on Shu and loses it.
I'd love to see Poch either shoot that or attack that on that with only 5 seconds on the clock.
Wilson against Brian Catazano. Off to Shu. Akuzo defending for her life at the moment. But Shu is just that good.
You just have to sometimes say great offense.
Absolutely. There's not much you could do in that situation. She did dribble the ball a few times, so maybe she can get some help from her teammates on a dig, but very hard to guard.
But this is the thing, Rach. This
Yeah,
is what's
who
so
do you help
impressive
off?
about, who do you help off?
Yeah.
Because then you're leaving a wide open shooter.
Chippertoni for 2, rolls in. Got their noses in front by a couple of points. Clark off to Munga, to Akuzo, back to Clark. She's wide open, she goes for it. It's no good.
Thought about that a little bit too much.
Much too open.
You can't think as a shooter, you've just got to put it up.
Too much time and space, perhaps.
It is a thing. I mean, everyone loves the shot block, beat the shot clock because you can't think, you just got to put it up.
Anshu is in a mood today. 18 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of steals.
They're the moods we love. We're all here to see it.
Kuzo into the corner for Munga. Lets it fly.
I mean, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. A credit to Munga. We know she's playing through an enormous amount of pain with a foot injury. She's doing such a good job out there.
Wilson to shoot. Goodness me.
You can hear the crowd too. What do you do about Shu? When she can go inside and outside, it's impressive to watch.
Her season best tally is 28 points in her 3rd game against Townsville. She's on her way, and that's a beautiful feed. Oh, just didn't get the finish. That's a chance gone begging. So Perth now with their game-high lead of 4 points. Maley wide open. She goes for it and knocks it down.
Once Perth get going, they are really hard to slow down. They've just got shooters everywhere. I mentioned at the start of the game, they've got 5 players averaging double figures. They lead the league in rebounding.
On the Amy replay, here's Han Shu. Gorgeous to watch. She's up to 21 points and 8 rebounds for Han Shu. And this lead is continuing to grow here for the Lynx. It's up to 9. Scores were level at half-time. And the Caps have only scored 5 points. So they need to get a wriggle on. Akuzo, beautifully done.
She's done that twice. Maybe need to go to that a little bit more. I mean, the worst thing the Caps could do here is go negative, Rach. They've really got to keep backing themselves, leave it all out there. We know that Perth pile on points. We know it's going to happen. They've just got to ride the storm here and stay really disciplined and aggressive.
Absolutely. They need to keep, like you say, getting good shots, because I think against Perth you can get good shots, so you need to be disciplined. Keep going to the well, keep going to what's working, try and get those paint touches. It will do good things for you.
Particularly now with Shu out, you'd like to see Akuso inside.
Poch for 3, nails it!
Yes, Poch, another 3, keep putting them up.
That's certainly what the doctor ordered. Back to 4 points of difference. Halfway through this 3rd quarter, Morris to Atwell, denied by Poch.
Great help there by Poch. So a nice little purple patch here. Let's see if the Caps can get another stop and run.
Wilson to inbound. Goes to Atwell. Bounces off the rim. And it falls to Sissoko. Got a mini run on here, the Caps. Sissoko can't capitalise, but great hustle from Akuzo underneath the rim.
We'll say that's a pass.
Assist, put it in. Put in the stat book.
Back to 2 points of difference. So they've wrestled back the momentum, the Caps. Perth looking to respond, but Poch steals it away, races away to Munga. Gets around Maley for 3!
Oh, that would have been so nice.
Would have brought the house down.
Great D by Poch and way to push it on the fast break, though. That's the Caps game. It's where they have the most fun. It's where they pile their points on.
Perth by 2. Atwell driving hard. Sissoko swats it away.
Sneaky little hands there by Sissoko.
Saved a certain layup.
Han Shu checks back into the game.
I don't know about you, Rach, but whenever you used to have to go up against someone like a Han Shu, and she finally went off the floor. Just we're hoping they'd leave her off just that little bit more.
Oh, it's the double-edged sword because you get back into the game and then he needs her back out there. So, yeah.
Here she is, one-on-one against Akuzo. Good defense. Perhaps only the shot clock can beat Hanshu at times.
Yeah.
Here goes Jada Clark. To Akuzo. Wants some support. Right idea to Munga. Goes out of play. It'll be a Perth ball.
Cheeky little smile by the ref.
3.5 to play in the third. Game well and truly in the balance. Graham. No good. Shu with the rebound. Fires it out to Wilson. Gets around Munga. Also rattles out. Poch with the rebound. So 13 points today. Sissoko shares with Munga in the corner. Bouncing, bouncing. Wilson takes it down the floor to Shu. Works her way inside, loses it.
I love the last two stops the Cats have got though, Rach, and it's all been led by Nards Poch. She's just grabbing that rebound, not waiting, just going. And they need to do that when they don't have a point guard. They need their 2, 3, 4, and even 5 at times to really lead that break.
Absolutely, and it forces your team to run with you and keep that energy high. So I really love what she's doing tonight.
Big 3 minutes to go here in the third. The Caps have turned it over. So we've got Morel, Munga, Poch, Clark, Sissoko on the floor for the Caps. Gorman, Wilson, Graham, Shu and Maley for the Lynx, who lead by 2. Scores will level at half-time. Caps by 8 at quarter-time. Wilson over the top to Shu. Morel this time has the job on her. Comes up short. Sissoko aggressively wins the rebound against Maley.
I love that. Really strong rebound. Get off me, I'm running.
So Shu has reached a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds. So we see Clark receiving some messages. 9 points for her, 3 rebounds this afternoon. But it's Nadia Poch who is going along beautifully at the moment for the Caps. She leads with 13 points. Here's Sissoko for 2. Bounces off the rim and falls to Shu. Kuzo with the 14 points. She's on the bench. Triple attempt from the corner's no good. Sissoko with the rebound, hands it off to Poch. 2 minutes to go on the third. Who will take the momentum into the last change? Clark, wide open for 3 and converts! A big triple!
Great job by Clark, but again, I'm going to say it, Rach. We both looked at each other. Nards needed to see Shu on her there and either attack or take that shot. But great finish there by Clark. They needed that.
The Caps have wrestled back the lead. What have Perth got in response? Here goes Gorman. Can't get a triple of her own. Falls to Morel, who hands it off to Clark. See what they can do in transition. Munga to Poch. Works her way inside. The C's pass. She gets the bucket.
It's exactly what she needs to do. She's so hard to guard.
And great job from Morel in there. She almost shepherded out her opponent.
And it's forced a timeout here in the third with 1:39 on the clock. The Caps by 3, 55 to 52 over Perth. So the Caps have turned the tables in the third. Perth got a little bit of a run on and they've responded. And this is exactly what Coach Paul Goris would have wanted to see.
Yeah, absolutely. They steadied the ship. They had, Perth, like you said, come out really well in that second half, and they've been able to hold their own and come back. But, the challenge is now to do that for the rest of the game, and that's going to be the tough thing.
Coming up tonight, Adelaide hosting Townsville in a big clash. Townsville missing a couple of their stars in Lauren Cox and Courtney Woods. So it'll be interesting to see how they go against the Adelaide Lightning on their home floor, who've been getting some very great crowds as well at their State Basketball Centre. So looking forward to that clash later tonight. We've got a great battle on our hands here today in the nation's capital. The Caps by 3 over Perth. As we exit a timeout here, 1 minute and 39 seconds left. So who is going to go into three-quarter time with confidence? Let's head courtside to Carly Wilson, who was around the Perth huddle at that last timeout. Carly, what were the key messages?
Well, it was very clear that that timeout was purely to kill the Caps' momentum. Coach Petrick didn't have a lot to say. He just calmly drew up a play that he wanted them to run next. There was no key messages. There was no big noise or hoo-ha. It was all just about stopping the Caps' momentum. I will say, though, the crowd down here is getting very, very loud, and there's only been a couple of times that this has happened, but if Han Zhu turns the ball over, or if the Caps somehow manage to stop her, they are losing their minds and going wild. But as I said, it's only happened twice, I think, in the whole game.
Great crowd in attendance today, over 3,000. And they're enjoying a great show. Chippertoni off the glass is no good. A scrap for the rebound. Morel wins.
Another great job. I mean, right now for me, it's all about Nard's pot. She's leading the charge up both ends. She's getting it done defensively. She's rebounding. She's running, and she's being aggressive offensively.
Morel up against Shu, trying to step around her. She does and gets the and one. And look at the energy from Tej Morel.
Great job by Morel and the Caps here. Such a good little patch here of play at both ends of the floor. Great up fake. Get Shu.
It has to be the toughest task in the WNBL at the moment, up against Han Zhu.
Absolutely deserved the double fist pump, that's for sure.
Love a good shot fake. Really nice move there.
So poised in there. She always is, and what a great finish.
Can she complete the three-point play? The crowd love it.
I'd like to give a sneaky little shout out to the sharp-looking Capitals staff.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Very uniform over there.
Look at them, all four of them, identical.
Nothing beats a crisp white shirt, I feel.
And do we call it beige pants?
Chippertoni responds with a couple of points.
I know Carly will be able to attest when she was on the coaching panel. That's certainly a conversation had during the week.
They do. They've got the same coloured shoes on, everything.
Final few seconds of the third. And Graham draws contact.
Good transition, settling basket there for Perth. Boy, did they need that.
That's what they're great at.
This is what happens. You give a young team like the Caps a bit of a sniff, and you bring 3,500 loyal fans into the game. This is going to be a fun last quarter.
And that'll do us as we turn for home. We have a cracking contest on our hands. Scores are level at half-time. The Caps now lead by 4. What are we going to get in the final quarter? You'll have to stick around and find out.
Real pretty. Hey, no pretty. Are you a basketball one? And how many points a game do you score? About 1,000? Yeah, probably about 1,000. All right, Mitch, let's crack a little bit of a blindfold on Freddie here. Freddie, you know how this works because you've seen catch games before. No peeking, Freddie. No peeking. I don't want to see any of that cheating stuff. All right, Cappy, go high. Go high. Cappy's got a camera on him today. This is impressive. All right, Freddie, I'm going to spin you around. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Start going wherever you want. The crowd's going to help you out.
One more quarter for the Canberra Capitals to stake their claim for 4th spot and potentially get a big upset here today. They lead the Perth Lynx by 4 points, 60-56 at three-quarter time. Jess Webster with you alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson, Olympian Rachel Jarry and former WNBL star Carly Wilson courtside for us this afternoon as we get the final quarter underway. Caps with possession through Sissoko, who goes to Poch off the right, wins the O board and keeps it alive for the Caps. Hands it to Babongi, who shares it with Clark. They go to Morel, back to Clark. Trying to find the shot they want. They give it to Morel off the left. It's also no good. And the rebound falls to Shu. Chaotic start to this final quarter.
Take a breath, Jess. You've well-earned rest.
Let's head courtside to Carly Wilson, who was busy at three-quarter time. You headed into both camps, Carly. So what's the strategy going into this final quarter for both teams?
Started off in the Caps timeout and Coach Paul Goris said he wants them to kick the ball ahead as soon as they get possession, get back into that fast break style of play. He said they're open in the corners, so make sure that we're kicking out to those corner three-point shooters. If there's a hard closeout, attack it, get 2 feet in the key and try to get yourself to the foul line. At the other end, Coach Petrick said the team needs to be more aware of the Caps attacking their passes. You would have noticed there's been a few turnovers with the Perth Lynx passing it across court and the Caps are intercepting those. He said we've got to be more aware, no more lazy passes and just keep the ball moving on offense and more player movement. Let's create some stuff to generate our offensive play here.
Well, he wouldn't be happy with that defensive effort there. And I think that's the end really where they've got to get going, is to be able to slow down the Caps in some way, because they're just making Perth look a little bit stagnant on defense. They're not moving, they're not helping each other quite as I'm sure Ryan Petrick would like.
No, I agree. I mean, we've been challenging the Caps at the start of the game. Yeah. We just wanted to see energy and effort. And I think we need to challenge Perth right now, that they're just not bringing the standard that is expected of them.
They're on a 7-game winning streak by an average of 22 Perth. Perth is Atwell gets fouled as she fires for 3.
Yeah, I agree with the crowd. Don't reward that.
Yeah, it's tough. They've done such a good job on Amy Atwell and not sending her to the foul line this game, and that one just gets her there for 3.
Credit to her, though.
Well, Hoops Fest is Australasia's biggest basketball culture and lifestyle festival. It's all about the hoops, the ultimate fusion of sport, culture, music and entertainment. Hoops Fest will once again take over Western Australia from the 15th to the 18th of January in a couple of weeks' time. Don't miss out on everything Hoops Fest has to offer. So make sure you scan the QR code for an exclusive broadcast offer, 20% off all tickets. Caps by 2, early stages of this final quarter. They led by 8 at quarter time. Scores are level at half time. Caps by 4 at three-quarter time. So can they put their foot down here, or will Perth rise to the occasion? Here goes Poch, left. No good. Maley hustling with the rebound. Chipatoni, the fast break from Perth to Wilson, who steadies things. Goes to Atwell. Over the top to Shu. This is where she's dangerous. Gets the call. 21 points, 13 rebounds for Han Shu today.
We were talking off air, Rach, about how Han Shu, with her size and dominance and potential, that why she doesn't do that more and she floats a bit, that she tends to go away from the physicality. And you're mentioning that she has mentioned she's not actually used to this physicality.
Yeah, she was interviewed after a game a few weeks ago and said that, you know, the biggest thing she's learning since coming here is the physicality that she's experiencing every game, and we know teams are going to go in, that's their game plan, to try and be extra physical with her because no one has the height to match her. So she's certainly copying it inside every time she goes there, and she's getting better, I think, at that each game, and sort of scary for the world. We're probably going to send her back to China a much better player.
Or she's going to foul out every game.
Yeah.
They just don't allow this physicality. But it's what we love about the WNBL, that we're here to see athletes play, and you want to let them go. But it is interesting, and she is getting better at it. But you can see at times why she needs those frequent breaks, because how else are you going to play her? You need to push her around.
I love that line from you, Rach. Scary for the world. This is scary for the Caps. Allie Wilson knocks down a triple.
Great screen there to get her open. They needed that basket.
Perth back in front. Sissoko draws it. No,
Yeah,
turned it over.
Just a little shuffle of the feet there, but I like, it was just a bit too crowded. They need to give us some more space there to go to work.
Well, Carly said that, you know, Paul Goris mentioned that their corners are open and Perth is sort of going into this 1-3-1 zone. And so you really have to stretch that zone down to the corners, really use that floor, and easy shots will open up.
Atwell in the corner. It's no good. Chivatoni pops it over to Wilson, and that's knocked out of play from Poch.
Good hands though, and as you said, Rach, against any zone, you need ball and player movement, penetration, inside, outside.
Chivatoni to shoot. That's a bucket.
Kind of can't leave her open.
It's the easiest shot she's going to see all season, I think.
That was a little gift then.
24 points and counting for Han Shu. Her season best is 28.
But loving seeing her rebounds up today too. 13 boards so far.
Here's Sissoko to Akuzo.
Knock that
now
down.
to Poch. From outside the arc. Buries it.
What a game. Credit to the Caps. Great job by Nards Poch. Keep putting those shots up. That's what we want to see.
Perth by 1. Halfway mark of this final quarter. We've got a grandstand finish coming up. Wilson bounces off the rim. Maley with an O-board, an important one. Under pressure, finds Shu inside, and that rolls in.
That's a great finish, because that was pretty good D by Munger to find her there.
Absolutely.
26 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Doesn't help that she only comes up to her armpits, but other than that.
Here goes Sissoko. No good. 5 minutes to play.
Can Han Shu have over 20 rebounds today? She's heading that way.
On the Amy replay, Nadia Poch pulls the trigger. She's got herself 18 points today, which is a new season high.
And that's what they need. They need players like Poch to stand up, and we all know how capable she is and what the potential she's got there. So it's great to see her stand up today, but it's great to see the whole team stand up. They're all playing their role beautifully. Jada Clark's playing out of position, doing a great job as point guard, but just as impressively, she's doing a fantastic job defensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing when you are down on personnel. You just need everyone just to chip in that little bit extra. No one needs to come out and, you know, do something that they're not capable of doing. Everyone just needs to step up that little bit, and they've done such a great job of that today, and hopefully that can continue for the next 5 minutes, because, you know, we know that down, you know, on experience and coming into the end of a game, a close game, Perth are probably going to have that edge, so they've just got to be able to find a way to, you know, stay poised in this last 5 minutes.
Well, I think the biggest factor right now is that Perth lead the league in rebounding.
Yeah.
They're being beaten on the boards right now. They've only got 33 rebounds as compared to the Caps, who have 36. Credit to the Caps. They're getting after it. They're spreading the rebounding beautifully amongst 3 or 4 players. They're all getting it done.
And how have they done that? Is that personnel or strategy to be able to win the rebounding count against a team like Perth?
It's a little bit of both, but a lot comes down to effort and knowing your scout, and, you know, there is a lot of rebounds up for grabs because Perth is so quick to shoot it. So you've got to be on and ready every time they shoot.
And they're not shooting particularly well,
No.
so it gives you more defensive rebounds.
And they forced a turnover here. This might be a big moment in the game.
So Perth a little rattled here, so it's great to see them challenge. Let's see, they've still 5 minutes in this game. Let's see how they respond here to the challenge.
Carly Wilson was around the Caps huddle at that last timeout. Carly, what do they have to say?
Well, Coach Paul Goris echoed a lot of what Rach had been saying earlier on the sort of ball movement they want to be getting against the zone. He said, we've got to lift out of the corner to create space, drag the defense up high so then we can have a baseline swinger, most likely Munger, coming through to that corner, and we can look to skip the ball through to her for a wide open 3. Well, that's the plan. Let's see if it plays out that way.
Oh, it has a step move in the finish
Love that. With authority. She's playing so confidently. It's absolutely so great to see.
I agree. I don't know why she doesn't, but she's been so hesitant in the last few games. It's so good to see her playing with this confidence right now.
This is a breakout game for Nards Poch. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. As Gorman pulls the trigger for 3, and the rebound falls to Sissoko. Perth by a point.
As lovely a shooter as Gorman is, Rach, I don't think that's the shot Perth need right now. They really need to get a high quality, high percentage.
Clark to Poch. She's got the hot hand. She's got the confidence. She's got the foul.
But that was much better by Poch at the start. She caught the ball. She held it above her head. I'd get up and in on that as well.
Yep.
But once she ripped through, got that aggressive mindset, she drew the foul.
Munga hands it off to Akuzo.
I think the Caps fans knew they were in for a treat today.
Well, they've come in droves, and they're witnessing a great battle. Zakuzo for 2. No good. Maley with a 12th rebound. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes for Perth to make it 8 in a row, and for the Caps to keep their season alive. Hartshu, it rattles out. Maley with a rebound, fighting aggressively.
Wow.
Full intent from both teams on show there. She is a hustler, Annalie Maley.
She really is, but she's questioning here. They're letting a lot go. It's like 4 bodies on the floor. The crowd getting their money's worth. Everyone leaving it all out there.
Who wins it from here?
Oh, God. No, I'm going to go with the Caps at home.
Yep,
We're out to get them home.
I think they've got a good chance here. They're looking good, but they're playing Perth. You just feel like some big shots are coming.
Let's find out. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Shu has been dominant today. 28 points, an equal season high for Han Shu.
I am a little surprised, though, that they're not going at her more inside. Yeah, turnover they didn't need here.
No, that hurts.
Didn't quite catch what happened, but has been a turnover, so possession back to the Lynx. Gorman to inbound. They're looking for Shu because she's got the hot hand. Hands it off to Wilson from outside the arc. Can't get it to go.
Oh, that would have hurt. That would have been a 5-point turnaround.
Perth lead by 3. The Caps turn to respond. Poch has been their go-to. She's under pressure. What will she do here? Up and in, but they win it back through Poch. To Munga. Shares it with Clark.
They can't go shy here, the Caps. They've got to keep putting these shots up and backing themselves.
Shot clock's ticking down. They go to Sissoko, their unicorn. To Akuzo, their big star, but they've got the foul.
Yeah, a few players looking a bit tired here, and they're all looking at each other. They've got to stay tight here, stay as a group, Rach.
Yeah.
Just no one wanted to shoot the ball then.
No, and yeah, the tough thing when you do have a young team in this situation is you do start to get a little bit nervous. You know the game is on the line, but they've just got to keep, like you said, keep being confident. No one else is going to step up. They've just got to take the opportunities as they come.
Best way to learn. Throw them in the deep end.
Exactly.
Cannot fault their endeavour or their energy today. The Caps, they're undermanned but not under-spirited.
Plenty of time here. They've just got to focus on one stop at a time and running here.
3 minutes to go. Perth by 3. This is where they get dangerous. Rattles out from Ali Wilson and falls to Clark. Can they capitalise? Off to Akuzo, driving hard and gets the finish.
That was such good basketball from the Caps. Poised by Clark. She's doing such a great job today.
Akuzo up to 16 points. Poch with the 20. Chipatoni in the corner. Pulls the trigger. Can't get it to go. Clark with the rebound. Strong stuff. Up to 5th. Hands it off to Poch. They work it into the corner for Sissoko. And the Caps are back in front.
That is exactly what Coach Goris asked for. Kick the ball ahead and get our transition baskets going.
And both the last buckets have come from getting a defensive rebound, one and done, not letting Perth get second opportunities.
Yes.
Shoot, it's stolen away. This will bring the house down if they can get the finish. It's come unstuck. But they will retain possession.
Yeah, Akuso needs to shoot that. Nards was ready to rebound. You can see them telling each other, put that up. Yep.
Few nervous moments out there at the moment. Less than 2 minutes to play, and the Caps have their noses in front by 2 points. Munga, Poch, Akuso, Clark and Sissoko on the floor for the Caps. Wilson, Shibitoni, Shu, Maley and Atwell for the Lynx. Akuso to Sissoko. Got it!
Great little play there, and two great baskets by Sissoko.
Yeah.
Double-double for Sissoko today. 11 points, 11 rebounds.
Great to see her back.
Can they hang on? Oh, Perth respond through Atwell. They can't, but they get it done through Shu. 30 points for Han Shu today. Throw in 15 rebounds, 2 steals and 2 blocks as well.
That's all right. Not a bad game.
Caps, Sissoko into the corner. Poch, no good. Maley with an important rebound. Her 14th.
Big possession for Perth here, big defensive possession.
Into the final minute. Shibitoni misfires, but Maley with the O-board, as she's done so many times this season. And we can all draw a breath.
Shibitoni going, how did I miss that? Wide open layup, because it was very early to take it. But it was a wide open layup, but who else but Maley comes up with the offensive boards?
Yeah. She's only scored the 7 points today, Annalie Maley, but she's had the 15 boards. Needs. It's going to be, this will be an important moment at the line for her. Kuzo just having a chat to the referee. Annalie Maley, 84% free throw shooter this season. Former league MVP, she's having a stunning season.
I feel sorry for the crowd, they're hungry.
Maybe we'll have overtime, there might be more opportunities.
Certainly heading for a thrilling finish. As Maley draws scores level. And we're going to head to a timeout. 54 seconds left. This has been an incredible contest to witness. Canberra by 8 at quarter time, scores level at half time. Canberra by 4 at 3/4 time. But Perth are coming, as you know, they always will. They're hungry for top spot. They've won 7 in a row.
But I love how hungry Canberra are for that 4th spot. Credit to this has been such a good display from them today. Both
No Jade Melbourne, no Sarah Blitzarves, and they're taking on one of the best teams in the competition. But you wouldn't know it, the way that they've carried themselves today. Fantastic crowd in the house. So put your coaches' hats on, Larissa and Rach. What would you do in this situation if you're either team?
For me, if I was the Caps, I'd be going 2 for 1. I'd want the last shot. So I'd be trying to get a quick shot here in the first sort of 10 to 12 seconds so that I can ensure that I've got the last shot of the game.
What's Ryan Petrick drawing up, Larissa?
I'm hoping a nice, easy touch for Han Shu inside because they have not been able to guard that all night.
So here we go. 54 seconds to work with. Han Shu, perhaps her best game of the season. New high of 30 points, plus 15 rebounds. Play is back underway. This is that time to make it count, the Caps. Sissoko hands it off to Clark. Hands it back to Sissoko. They look to go inside to Zakuzo. Has Han Shu to contend with. Off the left, it doesn't get the roll. And a jump ball.
Does that stay with the Caps?
They will not die wondering here today.
That did everything but drop there as a good take. And I love that Nards Potch is encouraging her to keep going at it.
20 points and 6-7 rebounds for Nards Potch today. Sissoko to inbound. They go to Wakuzo. Hands it off. Sissoko to Potch. She works her way inside. She's denied by Hanshu. She has been a brick wall today.
Still 6 seconds here for the Caps to get a really good score.
Clark to Potch. Is this her moment? Hands it off to Sissoko. No, it doesn't drop in. Whose ball? It's a Perth possession.
They've called it Perth.
Couple of big moments for the Caps. And they couldn't find the bucket. And we've got some nervous fans in the house.
Do we have an overtime coming?
I feel it.
Surely they go inside here, Rach. Surely.
Well, you would think so.
Don't know why Maylee's so tired. Great job on the boards by her again today. Above her average.
These are the signs we're talking about, Larissa.
They do such a good job, the Cap fans. That's a lot of effort into those signs. They're beautiful.
Love it.
15 seconds left. Perth calling the shots. Do we have one more twist left?
Here it
Or can
comes.
Perth win it? It's knocked away from Hanshu by Potch, who's been stunning. She puts it. It goes off! Nards Potch is box office!
Oh my goodness!
Incredible scenes in the nation's capital as we see one of the brightest young stars in the competition own her moment.
That's why you practice half-court shots.
Exactly right. Oh my goodness.
Well done, Cats. Well done, Nards Potch.
Incredible by Nards Potch and the Canberra Capitals today. Undermanned, but they gave it everything. They break Perth Lynx's 7-game winning streak, and the race for the top 4 is still on. It started in defense. She knocked it away from Hanshu. From halfway, she has given us a moment to remember in the WNBL.
I have the biggest smile on my face. That is such a happy way to end the game.
I've got goosebumps. It's something that she'll just remember forever.
Oh, Perth. Look, it's a hard watch at the other end. But credit, you've just got to give credit to the Cats.
Absolutely.
That is just such a fantastic effort by them today. You have to be happy for them. That is a shot Nards will never forget.
Never.
So good.
Unreal. Just this is the reason why we love sport. And the reason why you cannot take your eye off this competition. We came into today thinking, goodness, it's going to be so tough for the Caps today. They're undermanned. They don't have Jade Melbourne, Sarah Blitzarves, two of their best players. They're coming up against a red-hot Perth Lynx outfit. And they showed us all the heart and soul in the world. And what a game, not just a moment from Nards Potch, but a game from Nards Potch. She ended with 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, including that last one to set it all up.
That's what we know she can do, though,
Yeah.
Rach. She's just a phenomenal athlete. Such a great game, both ends.
And let's head courtside. Carly Wilson is with the woman of the moment. Carly, over to you.
Nards, holy moly. Can you just talk us through that last play and what was going through your mind, please?
I don't even know, to be honest. I know that I got switched onto Han, so I was like, I better try front her or something because it's way too big for me. So I guess I got the deflection and I just, I threw it up and I said, what could go wrong? But yeah.
Amazing. In the commentary box, they were talking about overtime, like what was going to happen. That was an amazing half-court shot from you, but also an amazing full game. 23 points. I can't even remember. 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Just congratulations. How are you feeling?
No, I'm feeling great. I think I don't know, I just thought I should step up a bit and help my team out. You know, I keep doubting myself that I can't shoot the ball, but I mean, I just let it flow and then whatever happens. But I don't know, just go out there and have fun, and that's what I did today.
Yeah, well, you were fantastic, and it was certainly so much fun watching you. Now, we weren't really sure, are you still in the, you know, looking like you can make finals? Well, I think you've proved tonight that you are definitely still in the hunt for finals.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we worked too hard to let it all go. So, you know, we have nothing to lose. So I think we just go out, work hard every week and just prove everyone that we can get there.
We talked before the game, you and I, about what it was going to take to win. You guys came out with such confidence. You know, you were playing like you guys were top of the ladder. Did you talk about that before the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had big outs like Jade and Sarah, but we said, you know, we need to step up, and this is like what times people want to do, you know, step into that big role and just do what you can do. But I mean, we had a big week at training. We put extra shots up. We did everything. Our percentage isn't great, but we were like, you know what, let's just do it. So I think we had a great week at training, so that helps.
Well, it showed on the court tonight. What about this crowd? Biggest crowd you've had all season. They were so loud. I could hardly hear anything. Could you hear anything out there?
No, no, at all. They were really loud, but it's great. That's why I wanted to come and play at Canberra, because I knew the fans are great. And yeah, the atmosphere, they're like our sixth man. They help us a lot, but hopefully we can stay this consistent and, you know, have people keep coming in and stuff. But you win games, people want to come and watch you play. So, you know, here we are.
Yeah, well, Nards, you were phenomenal tonight. This crowd loved you. The commentators were loving you. Breakout game for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. Thanks, Carly, with Nards Potts, who was absolutely sensational today. 23.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and that game-winning moment. Larissa and Rach, talk us through what happened today.
Oh my God, what a game. I just have this big smile on my face. I'm so happy, having chatted to Goris this morning. You just felt for him because, as I said, have you run over a black cat? What has gone on? When you just have your 2 studs out like that, it's going to have a huge impact. And he's got such a young team, but credit to them. He spoke about how defensively was their focus because they need to run. Well, they've just kept Perth to Perth average 83.3 points a game. They kept them to 74 points today. That's a huge tick defensively to them, and as a result, they got more scoring opportunities. But led by this young lady on the screen right now, well done, Nards Potts. We all know she's capable of it, and oh my God, what a finish.
Those scenes are just incredible as you take a look at Nards Potts' stats. Rach, I mean, they couldn't stop Hans Shu. She still had 30 points, 15 rebounds, but put that aside, the performance today was remarkable.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Potts, like Larissa said, we've been waiting for this all season, and just to hear her say, you know, she has been doubting herself a little bit. Hopefully this is the game that gets her going, and, you know, we saw so much variety in her game today, in the way she scored, the way she defended, and that's what's going to propel her to the next level in her career. So it was just a magnificent game for her, obviously topped off by the winning basket, which, you know, she deserved after that excellent performance.
Well, let's head courtside and soak up more of the atmosphere. Carly Wilson is with Katie Sissoko.
Katie, we were just talking off air. You are shaking right now. You can hardly keep your hands still. This atmosphere was amazing. What are you feeling? Talk to me. What's happening in that beautiful brain of yours?
Honestly, shout out to Nards because that was an incredible shot. But just honestly, I'm so proud of this team for just sticking together. You know, like after the loss against Sydney, we just had to come back and just show up and really show that we had that toughness, you know, resilience, because this league is tough. And from a game to another, we need to just bounce back and show up. And that's what we did today. It was a collective effort, and I'm so proud of us because I just know that this is the type of team we need to compete against if you want to be in the top 4. So I'm just really grateful right now. I'm super happy.
Yeah, it was such a fantastic game to watch. And before the game, we talked about, you know, you are a bit undermanned. We needed people to step up, and you did that. I thought you came out a lot more aggressive today and looked to really score a lot more than you have been in the last few weeks.
Yes, I'm just trying to execute the game plan, you know, and come game ready, you know, being aggressive. I know that they have Han, who's like a massive player for their team, so we need to go at her every chances we get because we need to make sure she gets tired. We run her up and down the court, and I'm a player that can run and bring that to the team, so I'm just trying to be aggressive and do my job, yeah.
It's hard to think about next week now with all the buzz that's going around the stadium, but next week, Sydney again. So you've only just played them recently. You've beaten them by a large margin, then they've beaten you back. How's next week going to play out?
Again, the same thing, just going back to work, staying together, showing resilience. I think we need to redeem ourselves, and it's just respecting us as a team. Like, we're capable to do great things, so we just need to stick together, execute the game plan, and go out there and play hard.
Well, thanks for putting on a show for us tonight. You were sensational and just well done. Good luck next week.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Now, the French international who has WNBA and European experience, and I reckon this will be a moment down under that she will always remember here today. She was fabulous, the 11 points, 11 rebounds, and I loved her energy and enthusiasm in that interview. You can see how much she loves playing here.
This will be a game that they won't forget. To be able to do that against Perth in front of 3,500 people and win make a shot like that and win it on the buzzer, none of them will forget that. They are such a young, exciting team. That's a really special game today.
Absolutely, and you know, even they have lost the last couple of games and not played that well, but you know, their body language is never bad as a team. So they're always trying to stay together, stay positive, and then, like you said, to get the result like this and everyone to play well and contribute, it can go a long way to sort of resurrecting their season after we'd almost written it off.
Yes. So the 11 points and 11 rebounds for Katie Sissoko today, but one battle that we were looking forward to watching coming into today was that between Zatina Okuzo and Han Shu. And Carly is with Zatina down at courtside.
Zatina, fantastic game from you today. It was a tough one. It was a physical one. How did you go against Han Shu?
I mean, it's always a fight with Han. You know, I couldn't buy any cheap fouls, but I think, you know, I just kept my head up. I played 3 fouls, and you know, we fought for that. We faced a bit of adversity this week, and I think the girls did a really good job, and I'm super proud of them.
Yeah, it was such a fantastic game. You have got a huge crowd of people now here waiting for your signature, but it was a great game from you too. 16 points, you were aggressive, you kept going at it. We were seeing who was going to step up, and at least seemed a number of you stepped up offensively today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we've lost Jade, we lost Sarah, and I think everyone was ready to step up tonight, and that's something we worked on all week, and the crowd, insane. It's our biggest one yet, and I'm glad we could put on a show for them.
Yeah, you certainly put on a show. And then Sydney next week. It's a tough one. You've won one, lost one. What's going to be the keys to get that win?
I mean, we'll definitely have to play better. You know, it wasn't our best last game. We played them here at home, and you know, we'll look at the film, see what we need to do better, and play off this game, use this momentum.
Well, you were fantastic tonight, Zatina. Thanks so much, and best of luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great job by Zatina Okuzo today. So, and these are the matches, Rach and Larissa, I feel like it is, you know, you can set the foundation for it. It's a good time to have a game like this. They have a tough run home. They play Townsville twice, Bendigo twice in the run home, but they can point to this game and go, this is what we're capable of.
Yeah, it doesn't get much tougher than that, but you know, we've been saying for a little while who can challenge these top 3 teams that, you know, have looked almost infallible to everyone else. So for them to get a win against Perth, who have been so hot lately, that's got to give them so much confidence to come up against the likes of Bendigo and Townsville and try and get those scalps.
And you can only take one game at a time, so you can't do what they did today against Perth and start thinking about Bendigo and Townsville. They need to go and win that series against Sydney. That needs to be their only focus right now. They probably had one of their worst games against Sydney last time. So they've got to take the confidence, let that go. It's in the past. They were a completely different team today. They need to take the team from today in against Sydney and prove that they can back it up.
Well, they lost to Perth by 26 in round 10. They lost to Sydney by 30 last week. So they've beaten Perth today. Well, they beat Sydney next week and make amends for that. But great to see them. Look at this amazing crowd.
That's so good.
This is incredible support for the WNBL competition and the Caps as well. File that under things you love to see. But speaking of highlights, let's take a look at it one more time as we take you to the break. The winning moment from Naz Poch, the steal, and for the win. How good is that? We'll see you after the break.
Well, what a game we have witnessed this afternoon between the UC Caps and the Perth Lynx. The Caps brought an end to Perth's 7-game winning streak in style with a buzzer beater from Nars Poch, handing them a 3-point victory. Jess Webster with you alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson and WNBL champion and Olympian Rachel Jarry. Rach and Larissa, what did Perth learn from this?
Well, I think they're going to learn quite a few things, but for me, you know, at times, because they are such a good offensive team generally, they can get away with just relying on that, whereas I think they were exposed a little bit defensively tonight and probably have been a little bit during their winning streak. So I think that's something they'll really lock down on, and not to get beaten so easily inside the paint and trying to rely on Hanshu to help things inside. That's probably the main thing for me. And then not just to rely on that 3-point shot. They only shot the 3-point at 24% tonight, and Canberra did such a great job at rebounding and being able to run off that. So they need to find other ways to score, and we know Hanshu was certainly a big part of that, but they've got to find a way to get everyone involved, not just from the 3-point line.
Larissa, it's an old cliche, but is this the loss they needed to have in the run home?
Possibly. I mean, they're on a 7-game winning streak, so I don't think they would have been too pleased to have that end tonight, particularly against the Canberra, when in all honesty, missing Jade Melbourne and Sarah Blitzarves, they should have got, you would be expected for them to get the job done. But full credit 100% needs to go to the UC Caps. That was just such a fantastic job by them tonight, both ends of the floor. I back everything that Rach just said then, but at the end of the day, Perth are forever going to rely on that 3-point shot. It's their game, but I would love to see them have gone inside a little bit more. Hanshu was so switched on tonight, was having such a dominant game. I know she had 30, she could have gone for 50. I mean, what are you going to do about her in there? And I think you just need to keep going to the well until it dries out. I mean, yeah.
It's such an interesting kind of, I think, thing to watch in this WNBL competition, because Hanshu can have 30 points and you can beat her, but you don't want Hanshu to have 30 points a game, and she is so unstoppable. So it's a really kind of interesting prospect at the moment for opposition teams, but they've got a playbook now. The Caps can show that you can get it done. But speaking of Hanshu, let's take a closer look at her game. She's had 30 points, 15 rebounds, a double-double for her, almost double her average of rebounds, which is something that you touched on pre-game, Larissa, you wanted to see more of. So let's break it down. Talk to us about why she's had such a great performance.
Yeah, well, first of all, that rebounding and getting inside, that was so impressive and something we've been wanting to see from her. And I think that goes to show, we talked about how she's still getting used to the physicality, and, you know, the number of rebounds is usually a good sign of when people are starting to feel comfortable with that. So, but, you know, she can just score from so many different ways. When your 6'11" centre is got the ball at the top of the key and can tell people to clear out so that she can take it to the basket, it's pretty scary for the league, but she just got it done in so many ways, and like Chris said, we'd love to see them continue to go to her when she's in that mood.
This is the Bunnings Warehouse ladder, so things are getting very, very interesting indeed. So Perth had a chance today to put some pressure on top spot Bendigo, who are on a 10-game winning streak, but it's that 4th spot we've got our eye on now. Southside Melbourne Flyers and the UC Caps level on wins and losses as we turn for home. So it'll be very, very interesting to see who takes that 4th position. Is this going to be the game that turns things around for the UC Caps? They are keeping things interesting indeed as we turn for home and head into the business end of the WNBL26 season. What a game, what a performance, what a moment from Nars Poch this afternoon. For one last time, let's check out the winning moment. Thanks for your company. Good afternoon.